Welcome back to MTN Live in the Mountains. Well, now on the couch with us, we have Duncan Overeem, CJ Ballard, and Bubba Smith, and they're going to be talking to us about the Jesus Rocks Bike Rally, and they come from Crossfire UMC Church down in North Wilkesboro. Guys, thanks for coming on and speaking with us today. Should be a lot of fun. This bike rally that you guys got going on. Talk a little bit about it. When's it going to be going on? And you guys still need some help with some vendors, is that right?
Yeah. Basically, the rally was born, I guess you would say, to create community awareness. We do blood drives, we do nonprofit organizations, and it's just to help increase awareness and activity within the community. There's no fee for getting in as a vendor, there's no cover charge at the door, and not only that aspect of it, but we also have free food, and we do live music as well to kind of make it fun. Okay. We have bike games and different events, you know, and we'll do prizes and stuff for the bike games. But it's all in all, it's been pretty exciting for us. It just gives us something to do to get more involved in the community.
That's awesome.
How long have y'all been doing this for?
This will be our fourth year.
Okay, so this is your fourth year. So do you think this is going to be your best year yet, or are you having like a lot more events or activities to do this year than you have in your past years?
I got a feeling it's going to be our best year yet.
Okay.
We're really going all out advertising and even coming on TV.
First time we've been on TV with
We're glad that you got to spend that with us. It's your first time.
How many people do you guys generally have come out for this? I mean, it's got to be a pretty.
We've had between 300 and 500, depending on which year. So, and the weather plays a big factor. So, if it's not raining, we have a great turnout.
Was it 2 years ago it rained and we still had like 300?
Yeah.
I mean, we do this rain or shine. There's no rain date. We set it up and it's done deal.
That's awesome. So what generally goes into a bike rally? How do you guys get that whole deal together? How do you just make a bunch of phone calls and call your friends and get them to come?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, anyone who understands the biker community knows that, you know, a rally is kind of based around brotherhood and fellowship, and so that's not that far of a stretch for the Christian community to get a hold of, you know, if you think about it.
Right.
So the idea, I guess, behind it was just to take away all the negative elements, take away, you know, the alcohol and the, you know, the lewd conduct and all that, and then just replace it with the Holy Spirit and with the love of Christ. And so it's been really good so far. I mean, we've just had a tremendous response, you know.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome.
So I was asked, how long is the event last for?
It's like an all-day thing?
From 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock, right?
Actually 10 until. We go until we're done.
10
okay,
until.
so you just keep going. You can go all day. You can go on to the night.
We have been in there to 5 or 6 in that evening, just depending if the crowd keeps coming, and we just hang out and, you know, just having a whole day of it. So.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of food already lined up?
Yep. This year we're doing pork barbecue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Everyone loves barbecue. That's like the ultimate food.
I know, right? That's right.
That's right.
It's the best thing you guys can have.
And chicken.
And chicken.
That's
We
right.
love some chicken too.
Well, that's great. Now, how long does it take you guys to put this thing on? Is it like a year-long process, or?
No, because we procrastinate pretty good. We wait until the very last minute to do anything. So usually we'll start around January.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not procrastinating too much.
No, it's not too bad. And the money that you guys raise from this, is it just going back to the church? That's pretty much how it works?
Yeah.
Goes back to church, the food pantry. We urge anybody that's got an organization, nonprofit, to please come and be a part of this. Set up a booth and let people know about who you are.
Right.
What kind of booths do you have set up right now? Maybe people who have contacted you to want to be a part of your event.
Of course, Red Cross is setting up inside of our sanctuary.
Okay.
We're doing a blood drive.
We're doing a blood
That's
drive.
the day of it too, right?
Oh, okay.
We would love it if people would come. They can call Becky at 336-262-4135 and set up an appointment.
Okay.
And man, I urge people to do that, especially with stuff like going on right now, Texas and Boston. And
Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah.
man, we want your blood.
No,
like you said,
we need your blood here.
In a good way.
It's like you said, Duncan, to you guys out there biking and everything. Bikers need the blood.
That's right.
Well, I think that's an awesome thing that you guys got going on too. So if somebody wants to set up like a vendor or something like that too, and kind of show off what their business is and how they do that, how they go about doing that?
Well, is the contact information
Yeah.
scrolling on the screen? Okay,
Yeah.
the number that's scrolling on the screen, that is Alan Langlis is his name. He and his wife Sue, they are our, I guess you'd call vendor liaison, whatever you want to call them. They're the contact for that. So you just call that number on the screen, tell them what you got. It doesn't necessarily have to be nonprofit though. I mean, we've had tattoo artists out there before, leather vendors, you know, everything you can think of, people selling jewelry, homemade crafts. And there's no vendor fee. Anytime you go to a secular event or a flea market or anything, they're going to charge you a booth fee.
Right.
And that's part of the, I guess you'd call it community stimulus, is what we're trying to focus on here. So we don't want to take anything from anyone. We're just trying to give away, you know, give back to the community. So you come, set up. If you make money that day, great. If you want to make a donation back to the church, you know, great, but it's not required.
Do you guys often have people make donations back to the church?
We have, yes. Most of the vendors that have come before have done some kind of donation bag. So.
Right, yeah, just like a percentage cut or something
Yeah,
like that?
or maybe even a prize for, you know, one of the giveaways or something, you know.
Yeah.
Is this y'all's biggest event that y'all do, or do you have anything else maybe later on in the year that you also participate in?
Well, when we started, we were trying to do 2 a year. We were doing a spring and a fall,
Yeah.
but we found out that that's like overkill for us, because
Right.
by the time you were recharged from one, the other one started, and it just appeared to
Yeah.
be too much. So
Yeah,
Duncan wanted me to mention a youth rally concert that we just done not so long ago. We had 3 youth groups come in, and the turnout for that was amazing. We done probably 75 kids, you know, and they're in the sanctuary, and we clear all the chairs out, and of course our sanctuary, you know, is concrete floor and, you know, plain drywall on the sides, so, you know, it kind of looks like a warehouse or something, but they just had a ball in there. And so we try to do stuff like that to get kids out having fun. But as far as an outside event or whatever, I would say this is our biggest.
Yeah, our main focus outside the rally are just community helps, building ramps for handicap. Of course, our food pantry, we do 40 to 70 families when we're open with that in a week's time. Firewood ministry, which Duncan heads up. Community garden, Duncan also does that, helps people learn how to grow for their food and pack it for wintertime.
You want to talk a little bit about?
The firewood ministry, we stay focused on the elders and the handicap. And just when they come and get their firewood, man, it's just awesome, man, because these people say, man, I can't afford to buy the wood.
Yeah.
But yet they can't leave without giving you at least $5, you know, and that's awesome, man. It's they burn with wood all their life, and now all of a sudden they can't. We had one fella that lost one or two fingers with a chainsaw.
Wow.
And he's, you know, awesome dude. He comes and gets his firewood, and our garden. It's called GGC, God's Garden Community. It's still having a community garden where you got just one garden, and this guy, CJ's got a spot here, and you got it's just one big garden, and we take most of that produce and give it to Ebenezer's, Rainbow Center, and we have brung like 60 bushels up here to the homeless shelter up here in Boone.
The hospitality house?
Yes. Yeah, that
Okay.
place. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
But
She knows what we do.
we're out to show people that all you need is a dream, and then go forward with it. And man, like I said, if you all got dreams and starting these little things, please come be a part of Crossfire on May 11th, and let people know about you. You know, we have Rainbow Center, and people would say before we started this that you ask them, man, what's that building across from the courthouse? And they would say, well, that's where they take all the mean kids. No, man, that's where they take a lot of kids that are hurting. And there's so many more things that Rainbow Center does that I couldn't sit here and tell you everything that they do. They help out the handicap, and I mean, just awesome what they do. The community needs to know that.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed with everything y'all do.
Yeah.
You do so much, you know, just to help out, you know.
He does.
Yeah.
You're right. I mean, just, you know, not just to help out yourselves, but to help out so many people in the community as well.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing that drew me to the church. I've been there since '04, and the heart has always been to reach as many people as possible with whatever means we have. And of course now we're in a 32,000 square foot building on 7 acres. So, and when we started out in the coffee tavern, you know,
Yeah, you've just grown so big, and you're going to even grow even more.
well, we hope so.
That's great. One more time, too, tell everybody where the event's going to be at, time, date, and how somebody can help them get involved.
The address is 3200 Statesville Road. That's in North Wilkesboro. It's Highway 115. Real easy to find. You cross over 421. It's this huge brick building on the right. We do have signs and stuff out by the road. It's on May the 11th. The gates will open at 10 o'clock, and it'll go all day long. We have free food. We have live music. If you are a biker, you know, there will be bike games and bike blessings and all this stuff. But there's just tons of stuff for everyone to do all day long. And as Dwight said, you know, or Bob said, we want to, we just want to encourage people to come out and be a part, take place, just see what God is doing in the community, you know, through willing people that's willing to just kind of put aside their own time and get them plugged into what He wants to do. So.
If you're on Highway 421, exit 282,
Yep, 282.
then go south.
Yeah, and there again, we do encourage anybody that, whether it's a church, organization, business in town, if you want to set up a booth and make your, you know, stuff aware of what goes on in the community with you, come out and put up a booth. It doesn't cost you a thing, you know, and we'll even give you a free plate of food to come. So.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thanks, yeah, this is awesome.
Thanks for having us.
We really
Thank y'all for
appreciate y'all
having us.
coming in.
Wish
Thank
y'all
you
best
for
of luck,
putting up
too.
with us.
As many people as you can get.
You're wonderful. You guys are great.
We'll be back in a minute with more MTN Channel 18.